Hey, welcome to Florida. I
Hey,
know
thank
you've
you.
recently relocated here. We want to make sure that you stay happy and, more importantly, healthy while you're here. And specifically, we want to talk about heat exhaustion, and heat stroke, right?
Mhm.
So, before we get into that, who do you think is most susceptible to heat exhaustion and stroke?
I think babies and little kids, because their parents are leave them in the cars.
Exactly. And older people, right?
Mhm.
Okay, because their bodies don't react as quickly, and people who have chronic illnesses. So we want to make sure that we really protect the young, the older, and people with chronic illnesses, right?
Mhm.
Okay, now when we think about getting ready to go outside, what do we do first?
Put on some baby oil so you get nice and
No,
tan.
sunscreen,
Oh.
at least an SPF 15. And people of all colors need sunscreen, right? The other thing we want to make sure we have plenty of?
Tea.
No, water. Water. Water is always your best. And how do we want to dress when we go outside?
Long black sleeves to keep warm.
No, we want to dress in white clothes. We want to dress in loose clothing if you like to wear longer pants, or we want to wear cool wide shorts that keep our body cool. Lastly, hats, straw hat, keep it off your face, or a white visor. And always an umbrella if you can take the umbrella, right, to the beach,
Okay.
or if you're out in the garden, keeps the sun off your body. Hey.
Is there a time of day that we should avoid going out in the sun?
Well, ideally, we want to be out early morning or in the evening
Okay.
when it's cooler.
Okay.
Midday sun is the hottest.
Mm.
That's when we see the most heat strokes and exhaustion. Okay? So, as we think about what we're going to do to stay cool, and then what happens if we start to hit heat exhaustion, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so what are we doing when we're hitting heat exhaustion? We're starting to sweat very heavily.
Mhm.
Oh, and I have some cheat sheets for you.
All right.
Thank
Here
you.
you
Thank
go.
you.
So we start to sweat very heavily. We also get pale. We might get muscle cramps, right? We'll get tired and weak. We might even get dizzy, start to get a headache, also start to feel some nausea, upset stomach, and might even feel faint.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what should we do if we see these signs?
First thing you want to do is get out of the heat. Get into the shade somewhere or go inside where the AC is going, okay?
Mhm.
And what do we want to do? We want to get the body cooled down. We use cold washcloths or compresses on our head, the back of our neck, on our shoulders, our arms, our legs.
Mhm.
If possible, hose yourself down with a garden hose. Get in a cool bathtub or a cool shower. Get your body temperature cooled down, right? Okay, so, but if we've gotten even further and we're approaching heat stroke, then we know we've got real serious issues. First thing we want to do is we want to identify what those issues are, right? Okay, so we're talking about a very high body temperature, 103 degrees. Yeah, hot. The skin is now red, hot, and dry because our body has stopped perspiring.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that's an important one.
Important note. We have a very rapid and strong pulse. We have a throbbing headache, dizziness, upset stomach, confusion. You might even pass out.
Mhm.
Okay? Now, if you're helping someone, what do we want to do? Call 911.
Mhm.
Get the EMS coming as fast as we can. But in the meantime, we've got to get that person cooled down.
Mhm.
So again, we've got to get water on them. Garden hose, get them cooled down out of the sun. Get them in the bathtub. Get cold water on them. Get them, and if they're dizzy, obviously we don't want them standing, so get them down in the bathtub. Let's make sure they don't drown, though. We don't want to drown them. No, no, no. And with heat stroke, we don't want to give them any fluids.
Mhm.
On the body's fine, but we don't want to try to force them to drink.
Can you die from heat stroke?
You can die from heat stroke.
Oh wow.
Yes. So it's very important to watch for yourself and for those around you.
Mhm.
And again, particularly younger kids, older adults, people with chronic illnesses.
Wow, that's a lot of good information.
That's
Mhm.
great information. And we want to remember that 911 is our friend.
Okay.
Right?
Mhm.
Call and then get that person some help. All right. Any other questions before we take our quiz?
I think we're good. I think we
Are
are
we
ready.
good?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Who is at most at high risk for heat stroke?
Those little, I definitely think it's the young children.
Young children, yes.
Probably the infants too.
And the infants, yes. And we never leave them in the car.
Mhm.
Never. All right. True or false? Should you try to go outside in the middle of the day when it's hottest?
No, you said to do it early in the morning
Exactly.
or in the evening after the sun's down.
Exactly. And what are some preventative measures you can take to prevent heat stroke or exhaustion?
Definitely no black.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Want to wear white, light clothing.
Okay. All right. Oh, and you said to drink water. That's real important.
Lots of water.
Mhm.
Water's your friend.
And no baby oil, sunscreen.
Right?
And wearing a hat. So
You got
I
it.
think E is the right answer.
Yeah.
You got it. B, C, and D are the answers.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, true or false? It's okay to leave children and or pets in the car for 5 minutes when you run into the store.
No, do not leave them.
Exactly. We don't want to leave anyone in the car,
Mm-hmm.
right? We want to take them in, make them our friend. And what are the signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion?
Well, I get tired when I run regardless, so I don't think that has anything to do with
Exactly. Exactly.
So
That just
definitely
means
not
you're out of
A.
shape, lady.
I am.
Let's see. I think a B maybe could be, but C, I remember for heat exhaustion, heavy sweating was real important
Yes.
to look for, and muscle cramps. And
Right.
so I think C is the answer.
I agree with her.
Yeah, you've got it. Well, now that you've had a little bit of information about staying cool and staying healthy in Florida, we hope you enjoy living here.
Great.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
excited. Now let's go to the. Let's go.